Hey guys, Roll King here, coming to 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross video. And today, it's gonna be a short video. Not much is going on 7 Deadly right now, it's mostly grinding. But I wanted to make a video on what I was using to farm, because I realized a lot of my guildmates and a bunch of people had trouble with the Eason farming. And they've been using Hauser, Escanor, and Meliodas. But occasionally, not too often, sometimes they die. And the reason they die is because Eason's ult actually hits really hard, especially on LV. And he has no crit resistance, so she usually crits on him and it's literally a one shot. So what I've been doing, because I want more consistent runs, usually I had Hauser at the front, but because I had no I already have him at full affection and I wanted to grind affection with other characters, I kind of figured this out. I've been using this team. Hold on a sec. I've been using this team. So if you guys don't know, your Meliodas needs to have lower defense or HP, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's defense because you can see everyone at the front has way more HP. Yeah, so I was pretty sure it's HP or defense. I don't know which one it is, but my Meliodas is 5k and his HP is only 10. So they're gonna go after him every time. So you need to make sure that your Meliodas has one of the two lower than the other. I'm pretty sure it's defense. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's defense. But if you have HP and defense lower, then that's better. All you have to do is probably take off one of the defense pieces, maybe the right side or something, if it's too close to you. So with this team, the thing is you could probably do this with Green Merlin as well if you want safe runs. It's literally the same thing with the Hauser strat. It's just that this team is really consistent and it puts out a decent amount of damage. So it literally lines up the same way almost every time, because the AI chooses cards from the right. So what happens is Escanor will go first with his AoE and his single target, and then Darriere will do her AoE, as you can see here. Yeah, and that usually gets him to half health. And note, my Escanor doesn't even have a UR gear, so you can do this especially a lot faster if your Escanor has UR gear. Mine doesn't, and I didn't UR gear Hauser either, so this is why I find this strat really good, especially for people who didn't want to invest in those units. I know a lot of people will have Escanor built though. So you can see right here, the strat is basically the same as with Hauser. Darriere does enough damage where they will get them into lethal range like this. So it's exactly the same. The only thing is that if Easton had full ult gauge, maybe in the next run she'll get it. If she had full ult gauge at the beginning, well, she's gonna get it now. So yeah. Well, my Meliodas sucks, but usually what would happen is that my Darriere will just use her ult takeoff, and then the next turn, then my Meliodas will use another card, or Escanor would use his single target. So far I have not died using this strat. It's a lot safer. It's just as fast as the Hauser. You can only do things in a certain amount of turns, right? And I haven't gone past 4 turns ever. The only time I've gotten to 4 turns is when I pulled literally 4 Darriere cards, and then my Meliodas fused at the beginning, which caused him to not have any cards in hand. So that's the rare occasion, but that can happen with the Hauser strat too. If you fuse with your Meliodas at first, you use his cards, and then you get a bunch of Hauser critical cards, the stupid one. Is it Rising Tornado or the one that doesn't have Pierce on it? That's happened to me before, so that's why I don't usually use Hauser too much, because there'd be times where you get a bunch of his cards and then Easton just kills you. So yeah, this is just a really quick tip for people if you have Green Darriere built. I know not a lot of people might have her. You could just use Merlin instead. Just note that Merlin might make it a bit slower because she's gonna cube. So. But it's just make it more consistent, just in case, because I like the extra security. And sometimes when she takes off the ult gauge, Easton won't do attack right here. She just buff. Sometimes she won't have a buff card, Oh, she did have an attack. But yeah, if she didn't have an attack, sometimes she'll take off the ult. Like you can see there, she has the attack card and the ult. Sometimes she'll just have the ult, barrier, or attack, and get that away. So it's essentially not even like a turn, because it would just switch to her and then switch back to you. But most of the time, yeah, you can see like it's pretty consistent and it's safe. Like that's the big thing I want to stress here. It's a really safe run. So yeah, I'm gonna finish with that. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, just a tip, like while I'm doing this, right now everyone should be salvaging. Like as you can see, like right now, like I had upwards to like maybe like 100 million gold or something like that, and I used all of it to get like stones. So if you go to my item section, you can see I have like 600 of these already, and I've been salvaging like everything I have. But I'm part of the crew that likes to like +1 gear. So what I've noticed, like, it's a small tip, it doesn't really change much, but it's like if you're doing it manual like me, I've been using my farming phones. I have 2 phones that I use. I don't use BlueStacks. So what I do is I go into here. I think it's a lot easier to enhance and +1, +5 gear once you're in here, because if you do it in the actual items, I'll just show you. Like if you go to actual items, item storage, when you're doing equipment, it's so much harder to organize for me, I believe. Like it just looks ugly, and I hate Grand Cross. They do this, I don't know why, but like if you +1 a gear, say I enhance this piece of gear and I +1 it and I close it, let me see, yeah, it brings you all the way back up to the top, and it's super annoying, so you have to keep scrolling back down. And yeah, it might not seem like a big deal, but over time, when you've been like +5ing like hundreds and hundreds of gear like I am, like manually, it gets really annoying. So what I do is I just go into heroes, I go to the character, it doesn't matter who, and I just do it from here, because you could enhance gear from here as well. So what I'll do is just say I have a whole bunch of HP defense gear, like a lot of them I want to keep. I could just go to the certain type of gear and just do it from there, or I could just keep clicking this. So it's a lot easier on your eyes, and it's a lot easier to find what you need since it's more organized. So I just go like this, and I have everything in front of me. So if I want to enhance, this is the tip I wanted to talk about. Like usually you just enhance, and I'll just show you like in the time. Like you have to press enhance, it takes this up, you have to press enhance again, you have to wait for this whole animation, and then after the animation is done, then you can close it. But I found, like, if you're paying attention, like this only relates to people who are doing it manually like me. If you have like a macro or something, then this doesn't really like help you at all because you have a macro. But like for me, like when I'm doing it, I'll enhance, I'll press consecutive enhance, press it, it cuts off the animation, and I just click stop, and it's a little bit faster. So over time, that's gonna save you a bit of time. As you can see, like they cut out, like that animation wasn't cut out, but it was a whole lot faster. Like you saw how much faster it was compared to this. Like let me just show you. Again, I press enhance, it goes to this whole animation. You have to wait for that. Enhance, close. Yeah, I'm gonna show you again. It's SR gear, but it's whatever. I just press consecutive, and I press stop and close, and it's basically like a little bit of time saved. Like, of course, that amount of time is like trivial. It's like a couple of 3 or 4 or 5 seconds. But like after a while, when you've been doing like gear, like I think I've done upwards like almost like maybe 600-700 pieces already. Yeah, 600-700 pieces. No, even more. Like maybe 1,000 already. I've probably done 1,000 gear already, and I've +1 them all. Like that amount of time, like if I'm paying attention to it and it's the only thing I'm doing, like I'm listening to like a lo-fi or like music on the side, that saves a bit of time. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. It's a pretty short video. If you like the video, leave a like. If you want to see more like this, sub, and it really helped me out. I have a lot of stuff planned, so not even just Grand Cause content, just for other stuff. I've been grinding IRL, so I want to start streaming. So eventually when I get that set up, I hope you guys look out for it, and I'll see you all there next time.